everyone, and welcome to another edition of Starting 11 here on the Good Friends Better Rivals channel, part of the Let's Get Ready network. I'm Adelia, that's my buddy Snark. Snark, I think this is the first time all season that we've both been happy about a Chelsea result.
First of many. First of many, because we might, Chelsea might not lose another game. I've said it before. Them losing is probably the world's biggest fluke. Now, I know you're. By the time we batter Arsenal a couple of times, I think you'll have come around. Come
I
around,
just don't
and you'll
see
be
that happening.
so happy for Chelsea.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Well, we can be happy this week. We can be happy this week, but maybe we'll start off with Arsenal smash because it sets up the result that's going to happen at the end of the week for sure. Playing West Ham, you know, not the most terrifying opponent.
No, but they'd beaten us at the Emirates for the last two seasons, so
Yes, you guys have well, and then I think last year getting that red card or whatever as well at the end. It was it Smith Pelly that pulled that guy down or whatever, going in on that to take away the scoring chance. I think
don't
so,
know.
but I think you guys are already down one. If I remember, Jared Bowen with the big header earlier in that game. But you guys have West Ham coming in, new coach.
Yeah,
Uh, New coach bounce. It doesn't
no.
apply. It does not apply to Nuno for sure. What does apply, what has some may have lingering effects. 30 minutes gone. Odegaard hurt again. So they wanted to have Zubimendi off because he played midweek or whatever, played Champions League football.
He's been looking tired in
Yeah,
games, Zubimendi, so
yeah.
they gave him a little break.
He
Didn't
comes down
last
and
for long.
you guys turn everything around as soon as he came in. It was a pretty
Yeah,
boring match.
I think he came in and stabilized things that
Hmm.
were a little not working.
He makes a terrific pass to Eze to set up the opening goal because his shot's going to get bounced around. It's going to come out. They're going to try and clear it. Uh, I can't remember who's trying to clear the ball, but it comes to Declan Rice. Declan Rice has a wide open net, wide open. He easily scores. That isn't the big deal. The big deal for me was the color commentator screaming about what a strike it was. What? He put his foot to the pole. He couldn't help but score. I don't know what this guy was going off about. And then later on, when you see replays, he's starting to settle down a little bit. And I think the guy used to play for West Ham. I don't know what, like, you can't consider him like a homer for Arsenal at all. But yeah, I just thought he was maybe going a little nuts over the
Yeah,
Declan Rice goal for sure.
not the
Uh,
best strike we'll ever see,
no,
for sure.
no, there was far better strikes. Two that I can think of off the top of my head just this weekend. Like this was a nothing goal. But it was the game-winning goal. You guys get a second one. In our Discord, I mentioned that I did not like this call very much. Doof is going to bring down Jurriën Timber. Starts outside the box. Timber holds on until he falls down inside the box. They call it a continuation. All right. Saka
Yeah,
scores easy. So that, good on Saka for scoring. That's what he does. He scores penalties. He's good at it.
yeah.
I just don't like the call. You guys didn't need it. You
I
guys,
don't like that
like,
rule
this
either.
game was never close.
I
Dragging
I
on.
don't like the rule either.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. It
But
makes no sense. Like there's already too many guys that are horsing around and stuff like that when it comes to that. And to start it outside the box and to wait, as long as there's a hand on
yeah,
you and then you drop, it's not great.
the continuation rule needs to go.
Yeah.
But I will take the goal from this. Um, we didn't really need another goal. I didn't see West Ham scoring in this game after a while, but I'll take the goal. I thought it was interesting Saka took the penalty. Because everybody was like, "Oh, Gyökeres is our penalty taker
Well,
now," and I guess it's if Saka wants to take it, Saka's gonna take it.
yeah.
Um, I'm fine with that. He's a great penalty taker
Mhm.
for us. But yeah, that's the rule right now. So I guess
Yeah,
they called it to the letter of the law, but
yeah.
I don't think that rule either.
I wasn't arguing. There was no way that's red. I was always just pissed off that that's
Yeah.
an actual rule that you can actually do that.
Hello,
Yeah.
Brendan. How are you?
Hello, sir.
Let's wish Brendan a happy early birthday. It's his birthday tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday! And what a bragger. He gets birthdays. Now, I'm too old to have birthdays these days.
No, you're not.
Adelia, they don't count anymore.
That's not
So
true.
so Nuno has it turns out he has a lot of work to do
He does.
in central London. When you were saying you didn't see these guys scoring, it's because well they never put a shot on net. It
No, they
was
didn't.
it was a pedestrian clean sheet
Yeah.
for David Raya, and they
Yeah.
reward him for it. They give him a nice little bit of a. I don't know if it's a new contract or a reworked contract. They're going to give him
It's a
more money.
reworked contract. Apparently, they gave him more money, but the length of the contract stays the same. So
Right.
it's
Yeah.
they're trying
They
to
gave him a
reward the
raise.
player. They gave
He
him a
got a
raise.
raise. Yeah.
They're trying to reward the players that have been performing really well over the last few seasons. I think that's a good thing to do to keep them
Yep.
happy and wanting to stay here. Um, I'm fine with this. I also saw on Facebook today that he put up a video. I don't know if it's his girlfriend or his wife. They're expecting a child now, so he's had a good week.
Oh.
So congratulations to him. I'm glad he's going to be here probably until 2028. Hey Shug, how's it going? Shug is in the chat. Thank
What's up,
you
Shug?
for joining us. Um,
I
this
hope he
game,
has a girl. I hope he has a girl. Know
girl would
why?
be fun.
Know why?
Why?
Because he
Why?
could name her Maya, and then her name could be Maya Raya, which
Sure.
is a fantastic name.
It is a nice name, yes.
It's a
Um,
name they named presidents for
okay.
somewhere.
I have particularly enjoyed this game because this is the kind of game a few years ago we would have fallen behind 2 goals and then clawed it back, like that Bournemouth game when we went on the very last strike with the Reece Nelson wonder goal or
Oh,
whatever.
sure.
Like, I'm glad that we're having boring games. You know what I mean?
You
Like,
like a pedestrian win.
I
A
like
pedestrian.
exciting
Yeah.
football as much as anybody else,
Yeah.
but I'll take a nice, easy 2-0 win against West Ham.
Something to have on while you're having your coffee on a Saturday morning. That's
Exactly. Like,
you
I
enjoy the day.
missed the Saka penalty when it happened because I
Yeah.
went to go get my breakfast because I was not concerned that there
There
was
was
going
no
to be a
concern.
West Ham goal in the meantime. So,
That's not a match that they're going to advertise to
no.
get people to start watching the English Premier League if you haven't
No, and
already
that's why
started.
that match was just on Peacock. It wasn't on TV in America. It was just a match on Peacock.
Okay. Why? Where's Peacock at? I thought
Peacock's
that was
streaming
American.
service.
Oh,
It is American, but it's the streaming service. So you have to subscribe to Peacock to watch the stuff on Peacock, or you can watch the matches that they put on TV on USA Network
yeah. I got to
and
subscribe
NBC.
through Fubo up
Yeah.
here. It's terrible. It's
Mm-hmm.
terrible. But I also get League One or Liga matches, so I can
Nice.
watch Strasbourg as well. Uh, Speaking of
Hold
Strasbourg,
on. Before we get to that, I'm concerned about Odegaard. They said it's an MCL injury.
it's not. Yeah,
It's
it's not
not
the same injury.
very
Yeah,
serious.
yeah,
Like torn, needs surgery, kind of serious, it sounds
yeah.
like. But he's not going to play for Norway this international break. Thank God. He's
Hmm.
staying back at the training ground and getting treatment. It sounds like they're optimistic he's only going to be out weeks instead of months, but he's becoming a little injury prone this season.
I think he's a guy you have to keep on the bench now. I think you ride Zubimendi as much as you can.
Yeah.
The team just looks different when he's on the pitch.
I don't think Odegaard, I mean, he had the shoulder thing and then the shoulder thing again and now the knee. I don't think he's been fully fit this whole season.
Right.
And when you put him out there to start a game when he's not fully fit, he's not up to speed. And therefore, he gets into situations like he did with his knee on knee collision that ended up with his knee injury now.
Yeah.
So, I'm fine if they keep him on the bench for a while he works on building up his cardio and match fitness on the training ground, and he comes on as like a super sub for a while. I'm
Mm-hmm.
fine with that.
Yeah.
But they've got to do something to kind of keep him from getting injured every game. Apparently, he's the first Premier League player to ever be substituted before the half due to injury in 3 straight starts.
They're gonna keep him in bubble wrap. They
Yeah.
kind of call him Bubble Boy Odegaard. Just
No.
kind of bounce along the pitch and stuff like that, and still be
No.
better than anybody in the Manchester United's midfield. I can tell you that.
That's very true.
Way better. Yeah.
Okay.
Defensively, you guys were again terrific. You just smothering. You guys had
Yeah.
the ball; they couldn't get it from you unless you shot it. That was it. It's the only time they had the ball. It was pretty boring to watch. So that's always a good win. Always a good win to have no stress. Guys, I'm only 22 years old, and this is what Chelsea's done to me over the last 3 years.
That is not true.
So, speaking of Chelsea,
Yeah.
they have a match against the champions. Oh, doesn't everybody just love Liverpool? They have such underdogs. They have.
God. They're driving me insane this year with the coverage they're doing on Liverpool. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Their keeper Allison is injured, so they had to replace him. That's one person out of their starting 11. Chelsea had to start Benoit Badiashile and
Yeah.
Josh Ashampong on their back line, and neither of them finished the game.
Yeah.
Chelsea finished the game with 4 halfbacks.
Liverpool also missing Hugo Ekitike, but I don't think he would have started this game anyways because they were going to start Isak.
Yeah. Oh, poor guys had to start Alexander Isak, the guy they pay 130 million pounds for.
I know, it's absurd,
ridiculous, and he has a nice play in it. We'll get that to them in a bit, but Chelsea just. I always say with teams like when they were playing against United and stuff like that, they just showed too much respect to teams. Like teams have like this identity and stuff like that, and Chelsea's like, well, I think that was the way they're managed. And this time they're like, nah, we don't like you. We're gonna go after you. We're just gonna go after you all the time. They're gonna change things up. Liverpool does a weird thing where they, man up on the midfield and try to keep it out there and stuff like that, but like their wingers aren't very good defensively, especially Mo Salah. So it's easy to keep pushing the ball to the right and stuff like that. With they're using wall passes or bounce passes, whatever you want to call them, to find people up and just creating space. Like on that left side, Cucurella and Garnacho had all day out there. They have all day to try stuff out there, and they have Sabazalai having to come back to try and do something about it. It's not going to be a good day for Liverpool. No. And what happened to Jamie Frimpong? Is he still hurt?
I have no idea.
Is he even hurt? Are they just stopped paying him? This whole big deal about having Frimpong come over, whatever.
Wasn't it supposed to be they were going to have Frimpong and Connor Bradley take over for Trent?
Right.
And now it's Sabazalai because neither one of them are good?
Right. They're just they're just made Sabazalai into Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah. I never thought I would say this when he said he was leaving Liverpool, but they miss Trent a lot in that team.
I think at times Real Madrid would be happy to give him back.
I think you're right about that. But Liverpool miss Trent a lot, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. What they've done, like Arne Slot comes in last year. He just takes over a squad that has been around for a while. And like we said all year, Liverpool is consistent. It's just consistency. They were more consistent than any other team last year. That's why they did so well. That's why they won the Premiership. They come in. Slot's won the Premier League now. He's like, watch this, guys, and I have all this money. I'm going to grab this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy, and we're going to grab all the big names. So watch what's happening.
They destroyed their team chemistry.
There's nothing to this team now. What are they doing? They have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're terrible defensively. Up front, they're a mess. What has happened to Mo Salah?
See, this is where I think they miss Trent. Is him playing balls down the right to Salah.
Yeah. They're also making them
The
come
guys they
in. They're
have
making them
there
slash
doing
in. Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
make any
the
sense.
guys that they have at right back now, whether it is Ben Frimpong or Bradley or Sabazalai, just can't get that pass that Trent used to get to Salah into him, and Salah's just looks like a completely different player than the one that played last year.
Maybe McAllister's a little hurt. Oh
Yeah,
well,
that too.
boo-hoo. There's a lot of people
I
that are
know.
hurt. You guys owed a lot of money. You spent an awful lot of money. Everyone gonna whine and cry about Chelsea's money. Chelsea were banned from making transfers and all that stuff for years.
We're gonna talk about Virgil van Dijk's comments after the game
After the game, we haven't
too,
even talked about the
but we need to
goals
talk
yet,
about the game.
because Caicedo
Yeah,
and one of these plays or whatever was getting the wall pass. Just all of a sudden, where's everybody in the middle?
he was wide open.
He has talking about being casual, just a casual stroll. He gets up
Yeah,
there. McAllister's late coming over. Virgil van Dijk's there. He 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 chickens out so bad. I thought at first he looked like that copper tone baby and stuff like that, getting her diaper pulled down by the dog with a like this,
yeah.
or it looks like he's twerking. There's a whole bunch of memes about
I'm sure
what he
there's a
looked when
lot of
the shot
memes.
comes out. But Caicedo hits the shit out of it. He hits the living hell out of this ball from top of the D, and
Yeah.
it seems like he keeps getting faster and not moving. Yeah, loved it. I loved it. I love to see Moises Caicedo score. He scores from outside a lot. He had this. He said he had a goal to score from outside the box. It's like last year you scored from center. If you don't remember that, Moises. So 1-0. They end up giving a goal back in the second half, and this is that Isak play or whatever. That real nice little flick on with the back heel to get it to Gakpo, who's in the right spot for it. But I thought that was
Yeah.
a pretty nifty move
It was a
by
very nice
Isak.
move.
Yeah. Not doesn't seal it. They score. Chelsea decide we're going to make more changes now. So he's doing a thing where Maresca, you can give him all kinds of shit for what he did when it would go down a man, making terrible changes. He makes the right ones in this one, but was it getting Estêvão on?
Yeah.
How do you not play him now? How do you just not play
I
this kid all
know.
the time?
Yeah.
He's on the pitch. He's 18 years old and he's better than everybody. He's better than everybody.
He's
Yeah,
very good.
and you don't even think the Chelsea hasn't had Cole Palmer for the last 3 games. You don't even
Yeah.
think about it when this kid's on. It's just like, look at this. He doesn't even play the same position. So yeah, fantastic. Kukurea again from that side, from that left side, getting space. He gets to put it across goal. Estêvão Willian runs into it, gets it over. Was it the 6th minute of extra time or something like that? It's just to rub Liverpool's face in it a little bit. The only way they seem to win late. Chelsea
Late.
goes and
Yeah.
does the direct reversal on them from the
As
cards.
as the
But
thumbnail says for this week, Liverpool lose at their own game because
yep,
they have won almost all of their games this year on 80th minute or later goals, and I am glad they got a taste of their own medicine.
yeah, that makes it 2 weeks in a row now because they lose to Crystal Palace.
Oh,
The
the
same.
losing streak. They lost to Galatasaray in the Champions League too. I
don't,
know.
don't.
Let's just
They have so much. They have so much going against them right now.
I know.
Just think of Virgil van Dijk and his feelings. For goodness sakes, looking for excuses. Oh my God, get over it. All right, come
I
on.
can't Yeah. So Chelsea won.
Yeah. So
Maresca goes running down the touch line to celebrate with the players, gets
mhm.
himself a red card.
Well, he already on the yellow. Like it's
Yeah,
Anthony Taylor reffing, and
of
when
course.
both coaches are going to have yellows, he's doing a shit job. All he
Yeah.
has to do is walk on the pitch, and he's going to be doing a shit job. Well, you just know by seeing your reflection off his ridiculous head. This isn't going to be well refereed at all.
Yeah.
So they got one for arguing. They each get one for arguing. But yeah, as the Bell scores, he runs the entire touchline to join with the team and stuff like that. Now all of a sudden the pundits are going like, now is Maresca going to be beloved by the fans and stuff like that? And they're like the disconnect is like,
Like this
you
is
win,
the thing that drives me nuts.
you win, and we like you.
Yeah, this
You do stupid moves, and we won't. That's it.
This is the thing that drives me nuts about the way that they're covering the Maresca running down the touchline stuff. Is
Hmm.
because if Mikel Arteta did that, it'd be like, oh, he's showing too much emotion and he needs to be in better control, because that's all we've heard every time he celebrates a goal for the last 4 years. And Maresca does it, and they're like, oh, look at the passion and how excited he is, and that's got to endear him to the fans and the players. And it's just like, why? What is the difference here?
One's bald. No, I have no
Yeah,
idea. Yeah,
it's just annoying.
they both work for Pep.
Yeah,
I think aren't they both like Spanish or whatever too? Like, I
I
don't get
believe
it.
so.
I don't get it. There's one has a mustache. Maybe that's it. Because
I
one
don't
has a
know.
mustache, he's immune to stuff like that.
I
But
think it's just the one isn't the manager of Arsenal, but that's just
yep,
me.
that's uh, me. Well, I think Chelsea managers don't get much of a break either.
They're giving
Only
him
they
one
only.
on
I'm just
this
saying.
for sure.
I'm just saying they only ever rent their houses. You never buy
I
a
mean,
house in
that's true.
Chelsea.
That's
You
true.
never buy a house in Chelsea. So they try something else in Stamford Bridge, and that's using North American style goal songs.
Okay.
This does not work out well for them. This is where they switched their hatred from Maresca
To the
to
goal
this
songs.
to playing goal songs and stuff like that, and like these people talk about, oh, it kills the ambiance of the crowd cheering and stuff like that. So a lot of the people that have been showing up in the crowd lately have been tourists who are
Yeah.
coming over from America to finally see stuff or whatever, charging that price for the tickets and stuff like that. That's why it's been quiet. But it used like Chelsea Dagger,
Yeah.
the song like the
I
Blackhawks play
remember.
when
I
they,
I remember Chelsea Dagger. Yeah.
yeah, it's like, why are they using that? Because it has the name in it. It's not like it's
Because it has the
about
name Chelsea in
Chelsea
it.
Football Club.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, terrible, terrible, terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, a great win for Chelsea, who were themselves on a slide. Turns out it's easier to win with 11 men on the pitch, so maybe keep that in mind. They'll get.
Yeah.
I don't know if they get Chalaba back next game. I don't know if he
I
was
don't
taken
know.
off a straight red
Was
or
his?
just for taking
Yeah.
away the scoring chance. If it's just taking away the scoring chance, he'll be back. Hopefully, the injuries to Achampong, who was playing really well before he got injured.
Was Chalaba's last week or?
Chalaba was last week against Brighton.
See, I'll find out if he had 2 yellows
Yeah.
or what.
So, yeah, Achapong again, terrific. Even Benoit Badiashile was playing great, like the best you've seen Badiashile play in quite some time. And considering who the opponent was, it's
Oh, it
when
looks
they
like
go.
Chalaba's was a straight red.
Yeah, that's not great. So, but not if it was taking away the scoring chance. I don't know. Maybe it's just a straight red. It's terrible, anyways.
See if I can.
Anyways, yeah, with the Achapong, so well, Betty Shield, them having to come off and having to slide Reece James over and bringing in Jarrell Hatto, who's the left backup behind Kukurea, but he is also a center back. But they kind of get mixed up on the Gakpo goal. But with that flick by Isak, you can't really get mad at either one of these guys. So they did a good job of keeping the shots out. It's not like they put Sanchez under siege or anything like that. So a good win for Chelsea. They're still outside the top five, which is disheartening considering a team that's in the top three right now. Not going to
Yeah.
mention what it is, but we'll talk about them
Looks like
pretty soon.
Chalaba got a 1 match suspension, so
Yeah,
he
so it
should
was
be
taken
back
away.
after the
Yeah, it
break.
was taken away the scoring chance. The same thing that happened to Sanchez. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on and start the week.
Well, we
Uh,
gotta talk about Van Dyke's comments.
Okay. Do you have the quote up there?
Let me get it out of the Discord.
Okay.
Might not be the exact quote, but it
Yeah.
was. Where is it?
We're
Did we
waiting
not
for
put it in the Discord?
maybe not.
I'll find
So,
it.
anyways, yeah, just likening some of their poor form as of late as to what happened over the summer. Uh, and that is as low as you can go as a professional player, to blame your troubles on something that happened that way. You guys are paid an incredible amount of money. You paid an incredible amount of money this summer. You came in doing well, winning your first 4 matches or whatever it was, 5 matches. So all of a sudden now it's a problem because of what happened over the summer. Get over it. That's ridiculous. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Wolverhampton never brings it up, and they're like his family goes over to the Molyneux at the beginning of the season to mourn with them, not Liverpool.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, it's just ridiculous,
All right,
just
so
stupid stuff.
this is from the Liverpool Echo. This was what he was quoted as
Jeez.
saying. It was always going to be a difficult season. I mentioned it from the very start already. We have to go through this as one, not only us as players, but also the staff and our fans who celebrated being champions, which is something we shouldn't forget. Then he talks about how it was an open game, especially in the second half. Talks more about the game and gets down to it's about us seeing that perspective as players and staff. I want the fans to also see that perspective as well. But we live in a world where there is so much noise going on and you have to deal with that as well. It is down to us to keep working, find results, stick together, and find confidence. A lot of
Oh,
people
brother.
have just zoned in on that. It was always going to be a difficult season. I mentioned it from the start part. Yes, they lost Diogo Jota.
Mm-hmm.
And in tragic circumstances.
Yep.
But if they start pulling the we're all still dealing with that card, I'm going to lose any respect I have for Liverpool really fast. Because we saw in the NHL, like you and I discussed a little bit in voice chat in our Discord, which if you want to join the Discord, there's a link in the description, or the ! Discord on Twitch. We saw this in the NHL last year with the Columbus Blue Jackets after the tragic loss of Johnny Gaudreau, and they had to find a way to come together as a team, and they almost made the playoffs.
Yep. They rallied around it.
Yeah.
They didn't also want to put any of their shortcomings on their staff, of all things.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Come on,
I don't
guys.
know.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I don't
Yeah, come on, Van Dijk. I'd say be better, but come on. It's Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How much respect can I lose for the guy? All right. Moving on. Not a Virgil van Dijk fan, turns out.
Either.
Okay, starting the week, Bournemouth and all these goals are going to come late. Ryan Sessegnon gets his first of the campaign. I thought he'd already scored. I had to look up. I was like, are you sure he never scored before? No, he didn't. I've said his name a few times. He gets the lousy Cottagers ahead in the 70th minute, but Antoine Semenyo is going to sandwich a brace around a Justin Kluivert goal in the 84th. Kluivert's was an absolute missile. Like Caicedo's goal was very good, but Kluivert's goal may have been better. He just turns Tom Carney inside out. Like he deked hockey turns, he deked him out of his shorts, and he finds the top corner from there. Bournemouth is fourth. Good job, Darius. Antoine Semenyo already. They're talking about he's the next one out. So they're going to go after him somehow. And I don't sanction this for Semenyo, even though I really like the player. But Chelsea's in the lead to land him. He plays on the left side.
You guys don't need more of that.
Gittins, Garnacho, Neto, and then Semenyo. Semenyo would come in and start, sure. But what do you do with these other guys? They did so much to get Gittins. Gittins is, not having the greatest start to his Chelsea career. That's for sure. Garnacho looks okay, but he reminds me of Joao Felix. You know what I mean? He looks good when the ball's on his foot, but the last couple of games he had chances. Like he had a real good chance against Liverpool, just putting it, I think, off the post and wide and stuff like that. When he was in the box, he's finding space, and I think him and Cucurella are making a good pair. It might turn out to be okay. But Gittins is a problem that they paid an awful lot of money for, but he's young. So we'll see about him. But Semenyo, I don't know if you want to come to Chelsea. If you can go to Spain, go to Spain. They'll pay you a lot of money. You'll get to live in Spain. And Chelsea won't have to play you twice a year.
Yeah.
So there's that too.
Bournemouth have been my surprise team of the season so far.
Sure.
Because they
Bournemouth.
sold so many of their core players in the summer.
Yep.
And don't look like they've missed a beat, really.
Yep. There's been a couple of teams that, you'd expect them to be worse.
Yeah.
Bournemouth. Sunderland has looked good coming
sure.
up. Maybe a bit of a lag this past week and stuff like that. Same with the Crystal Palace, but again, kind of a weird one to lose. So again, we'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, Bournemouth just strong. They just seem strong. Yep, and they can score and defend. What else you got from a bunch of guys playing football on a Friday evening? Adelia, Friday night football.
I don't like the Friday night games. I can
So
barely tolerate the Monday night games.
The Monday games are weird too. Yeah, and I don't like the noon kickoffs either. That means I got to get up at 6 o'clock.
They're 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, speaking of ridiculous, we can go to Ellen Road. Noah Okafor is going to find an answer to Matisse Tell's first season for the Spurs. Gets it level through halftime. But Mo Kudus, who's maybe their best signing they've done in a couple of years over at the old White Hart Lane, now known as Northland, Refuge Center. Now, shot. Like the defender slips, he's going to run to the box, go across it. I don't know if it deflects off anybody, but he goes short side from the top of the box, and it's a nice shot to win the game. It's his first in the lily white. Like, come on, who names their color lily white? Unbelievable. Spurs is still in third.
Yeah, I don't like it, but they're doing okay right now.
Yep. Leeds is starting
I have to say this. I was looking up the Broncos game, the Denver Broncos game for this weekend because they're playing in London at the Tottenham Stadium on Google, and it says venue Northumberland Development Project. And I was like, what the hell is that? And so it's apparently a mixed-use development project that centers around the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So they're not playing at the stadium, according to Google, because why would you want to advertise that? They're playing in a mixed-use development project. That sounds like Tottenham to me.
Yeah. These just can't get it right. It's so much fun. It's so much fun how poorly they're run. But, leaving on, what happens? They've already had 3 different groups come up and try and buy the team since he's quit.
I know.
Each one of those buyers probably does better for them, and they still say no. So I'm like, good. Oh, good.
This is what the mixed use development project has: 585 new homes, 180-room hotel, a local community health center, the Tottenham experience. It does not elaborate what that is.
It's just an old museum. It's just a bag with an old fart. It's a bag with an old fart, and then you get to smell it. There's Tottenham.
A Spurs museum and club shop, an extreme sports facility, as well as the Lily White House, which contains a Sainsbury's supermarket, a sixth form college, and the club's headquarters. That's what this is.
All right.
Sure.
Stupid. Oh boy.
Most of the time in America, when they're like mixed use development project around the stadium, it's like shopping and entertainment stuff and restaurants and all that. This does not sound like that.
And it's usually Jacksonville that goes over to London to play. Yeah. Like they call it the Union Jacksonville Jaguars.
They have a bunch of games in London now. This weekend it's the Broncos and the Jets.
They're all at Tottenham. I'm surprised they don't have them at like the Cottage. And I know it's a much smaller stadium and stuff like that, but or try and work something out with Wembley for God's sakes.
I think that if the Jags ever move to London permanently,
Yeah.
they'd probably play at the Cottage. But the NFL has a deal with Tottenham
Yeah.
Stadium, so that's where they play now. I'm just glad they're ruining Tottenham's pitch and not ours.
Sure. Yeah. They'll take that extra money, and there's still the chance that Harry Kane comes back there too, and they're still harping on that. So we'll see. I just
Why would
hope
he
that
leave Bayern at this
uh,
point?
yeah, he's getting free trophies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping he gets to break their hearts again. That'd be so
He's
much
gonna
fun.
leave Bayern Munich where he's winning a trophy, which is more than he ever did at Tottenham, to
Yep.
go play for Thomas Frank.
Yeah, he had to skip the line to go to get a
Yeah,
trophy, and
he
it
definitely
took
did. Yeah,
him a
it
year.
took a
It
it
took
took
a year.
it took a year, but
Shithead.
as Ferris says, it was always going to be which curse was worth more,
Yeah.
the Harry Kane not winning a trophy curse, or the Kingsley Coman winning the league every year he'd ever been a professional footballer, and Harry Kane's won out. Because
Awful.
that first year, they didn't win.
Nope. Nope. Oh, it
Yeah,
would have been great if he just kept failing over there too. Oh,
it
another
would have
player.
been. It
I
would
just
have
don't like.
been.
I just
But
don't
you
like.
know Bayern wasn't going to let that happen.
No, they only have really competition every couple of years, three
And their
years. It was
competition
just
always rotates. It's never
yeah,
the same competition. Yeah.
yeah. Dortmund 1 year, and then yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. Moving on.
Leverkusen and all that. Yeah.
Yep, we had a match at Old Trafford. So my old pal Mason Mount
Oh
gets a
boy.
start. He replaces Cunha, who looked fantastic in preseason football, and he's looked garbage ever since the 007 man.
I mean, that
Uh,
seems typical of Mason Mount at Man United.
well, yeah, may as well. Cunha's 007.
Cunha,
Mount is
well,
00
yeah.
forever. 00
Yeah.
forever. He had never scored at Old Trafford in his 3 seasons now until this past weekend, finally getting one. He knocks a ball down in the box to score 8 minutes in. Benjamin Seshko is going to get his first goal from open play, comes from a corner. And it gets deflected. A guy heads it, deflected. There's nobody covering still. There's four
Yeah.
people about 7 feet away from him. They're all going towards the one pile or staying way back from him. It's Sesko. Tall. You'd figure you'd be able to see him. He scores easy, makes it 2-0. He does get called for a penalty. I think this is before the half. I can't remember. He takes down Tri Hume in the box. The ball comes up. Boot comes up. Hume goes down. He is injured. He's close to death. VAR shows that boot was about that way. It was a good foot away from his
Yeah.
head. I don't know what the referee was looking at. He was just calling. He was calling the result and not the action. It's like, oh, he's a Premier League official.
As per
No
usual with Premier
shit.
League referees.
Terrible call, terrible call. So VAR actually does the right thing and doesn't try and say, well, the boot could have been reckless. You know what I mean? No, forget it. Senny Lamens is going to make 3 saves for his first clean sheet in his debut match for somebody that they were really going after. We'll see if he can keep his spot moving forward. He's better than Onana. I think he's doing good in
Yeah.
Turkey, though, which is crazy. Now, moving on. Villa had started off the year like shit.
Before we move on to Villa,
Oh, sure.
Amorim, do
Yeah.
you think his job is safe now that he's had a result against Sunderland? Because so many people I've seen say that.
I just don't know who United replace him with yet.
Yeah.
They got to replace him with somebody. Like, at least with Amorim, his name was mentioned in for a bunch of different teams when he was still in Portugal. It's like, oh, like he's just the next guy. He's the next guy. He's got Gio Courage. They're gonna be fine. Look at all what he can do with all this talent. And he gets here and it's like, yeah, he's a piss poor manager who was on a team that played well in Portugal. And that's it. So yeah, I just don't know who they get. Makes sense.
Yeah.
No, it
Also,
isn't.
also, how bad has Sheshko been since he came over?
He's been terrible. Maybe with this goal, maybe that gets him going. But yeah,
Yeah.
when you're looking at the Alcaraz, hasn't been lighting the world on fire,
He
but
hasn't been as bad as Sheshko.
you notice him when the game.
Yeah.
Jetco takes up space. That's it. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't
Yeah.
progress. He can't challenge anybody. He has to be there and have the ball hit him when he's in the box because he isn't going to take it there. He's going to make some wonderful play. He's there for size and he can hit the ball pretty hard. And that's it.
Yeah. That's
So
nice.
yeah, the ball falls to him and there's nobody around. He can easily knock it in. That's the kind of goal he's going to have to score, if not from the spot. And he might just take the spots because Bruno Fernandes has been terrible at them this year,
Oh, he's been awful. Yeah.
which is so much fun.
It is so much.
Oh,
Lots of
I
fun.
think I'm gonna go to sleep tonight thinking Bruno Fernandez missing penalties. I'll sleep with a nice big smile on my face tonight. All right, moving on. Pull apart. Home of heavy metal over there in Birmingham. Now, Danielle Mallon scores a brace in this match.
Yep.
Yeah, Ollie Watkins still struggling and stuff like that, but Danielle Mullen's going to score. He scores his first 2 of the year. I think in the years he's been there, this may make 3 goals now that he scored for Aston Villa. He's going to pace them to an easy victory against a team wearing basically just the reverse kit. These two clubs wear the same kit.
They do.
It's ridiculous. It's stupid. My an old Chelsea friend Leslie Ogachuko is going to score for Burnley just to make it look close. It wasn't a competitive match. Burnley were never as good as Villa. They went comfortably. There you go. Moving on.
Yep.
To Dill Pickleson Stadium. Everton and Palace. No, what? Speaking of kits, I really like that Crystal Palace away kit with the blue and red stripes coming down.
It's nice. It's nice.
That's a chef's. All right. Daniel Munoz going to factor in on a couple of goals here. First, he opens the scoring. Just Everton is only going to manage one shot on. There's nothing else much going on in the first half. David Moyes not looking happy. It's going to take it till the 74th minute. Daniel Lacroix is going to go to ground just way too early. Like 2 seconds before the ball's even close to him. And Tom Irobunum, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. It's another one of those names where I have difficulty with it. Anyways, he's just going to use it. He's going to go near him and fall. That's it. Penalty. You can't. What are you going to ground that early for? You were never going to win the ball.
Yeah, that
he wasn't even close enough. Terrible. So yeah, it's going to come up to Endai. He's going to score from the spot.
Are you surprised that he took it and not Grealish?
No, Grealish is still on loan. You know what I mean? You want your own guys to get it. I think that's why you put those guys on the spot. It's not going to matter because Grealish is going to win this bloody thing.
Now, by accident.
Yeah, through Munoz. So the ball's clattering around in front. Munoz goes to clear it. Grealish just has his foot in the area. It goes off him. It's as well struck coming out the deflection as Declan Rice's goal was that the guy was going crazy for. So, anyways, Everton's going to come back to beat Palace late. As far as I know, David Moyes is still going to be managing the club next week.
I think he is as well.
Yeah. Jack Grealish named player of the match somehow for that. All right. I don't really care. It's a ridiculous kind of competition, this whole thing. Anyways, everyone get a trophy every game. Now, so still Palace has been playing well and stuff like that, but Ollie Glasner's face at the end. You just look so disappointed.
Yeah.
Not angry. It's like the parents say, "I'm not angry, just disappointed." That's how he was looking at this
Yeah.
thing. He goes to shake Moyes' hands. Pretty
And
funny
it's an
stuff.
end to Crystal Palace's 12-game unbeaten streak in
Yeah,
the league.
yeah. So if anybody was betting on that on any of the shirt sponsors they have over in England, I think you did pretty well.
Yeah.
To say, yeah, the winless run will end at Hill Dickinson Stadium, whatever the heck it is.
Hill
Ridiculous.
Dickinson Stadium.
I still like Dill Pickleson Stadium. All right. Moving on. Yeah, before I go to just seeing the goalie just getting so mad at his players, like Pickford pushing players into position and stuff like this. Like, relax, Jordan
Just calm
Pickford.
down.
What are you doing? You know what? Go run the goddamn field a couple of times, then you can start yelling, dummy. All right,
Yeah.
moving on. Newcastle gets Nottingham Forest, and speaking of 007s, his
Oh
name is
man.
Postacoglu. And Postacoglu.
Yeah.
No wins, no draws, 7 losses in his matches in charge of Forest. Yeah, they had to get rid of Nuno. You got to get rid of him. You got to bring
Yep.
in somebody who's going to make a difference at the City Ground in Postacoglu. I heard one guy online saying that he's just trying to get them to choke their way into the championship so he can keep his second year trophy thing going, which might not be as diabolical as it seems. Bruno Guimaraes opening the scoring from the top of the D. Another nice shot from well outside, and one that Matt Sells has no chance to get to as it bends out of the way. 81st minute, Nikola Mikolenko makes a poorly thought out and also a poorly executed pass back to Elliot Anderson in the box. Elliot Anderson with a terrible first touch, just very casual about going to get it. Guimaraes thinks, "Oh, I'll just go get it." So Anderson takes him down and puts it on the spot again. Well, I don't know what either two of these guys were doing, and I'm sorry. So it's going to go to Waltamati. Waltamati is going to score the penalty. A nice pen too.
It was a good pen.
A small run up, keeps his head down and just fires in the top corner. It's unstoppable. Uh, this is like the same City squad or same Forest squad.
Same
Like,
Forest
they didn't
squad,
make any
basically.
changes. How does this get so different? What have they
Yeah.
done so different? Does Chris Woods last through January at Forest if they're still this bad?
I don't see how he does.
I don't know where he'd go. You'd have to go somewhere like in the
I don't know.
Prem.
I could see him at one of the promoted clubs.
Yeah, I don't know if he accepts to go to a.
I don't know if he does either, but if they're in a better position than Forest
That's
is,
true. If
he might.
Sunderland's in a fight to get into a
Yeah.
European spot, if they can keep that 8th, 9th spot up, maybe he
Even if
goes.
Sunderland's just like trying to stay mid-table, I could
Mm,
see him preferring that to where Forest are right now.
yeah, this is awful. This is awful to see the demise of Forest go so fast. And owners, put
Yeah.
yourself at arm's length when it comes to getting in the transfers. When it comes to coaching decisions, if you want to do that, fine. But when you're basically bullying a player to make sure he stays, this is the kind of shit you're gonna get. Who wants to play for that guy? Ridiculous.
Does Marinakis fire
Yep.
Postacoglu in this
Yep.
international
Yeah.
break?
Oh, that fast. He could do it in his own language too. He's dying to just do it in Greek.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Again, who
I
are they
saw a
replacing
Daily
him with?
Mail article suggesting they replace him with Rafa Benitez.
There's no way Rafa's going to come into
I
that mess.
know this was their case for why they're going with Rafa Benitez. Marinakis was pictured in close proximity to him at the Arsenal Champions League game on October 1st. Benitez was there in his role as UEFA technical observer.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd take the Forest job.
No. No. I was thinking into the championship. It's like Frankie isn't going to go there either. I think he's going to stick it out with Coventry all the way through and get them promoted.
He
He's doing a
should.
hell of a job down there.
Yeah, he is.
Congratulations to Lamps. Uh, he's finally found, like I said, like he wasn't at that level. He needed to
Yeah,
come up. He's getting those things too quick. Went from Derby to Chelsea too fast. So,
he did.
yeah, but yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe a championship guy. I don't.
Yeah.
That'd be fun if they brought Steve Cooper back.
It would be. I mean, they're not going to do that. Somebody else I saw online pointed out that Steven Gerrard does not have a club that he's managing at the moment. I don't think that'd be a good idea, but Marinakis
maybe.
has not made some good ideas.
Yeah,
Recently,
they'll pay him an awful lot of money. Maybe he goes to the wrong locker room a couple of times. With the red and stuff like that. He'd have a tough time with it.
did you hear
Yeah,
the Steve?
anything's
Speaking of
better.
Steven
Anything's better. Sure.
Yeah, anything's better. But did you hear the Steven Gerrard quote today
No.
about his generation of England players?
Okay.
We were egotistical losers. Which
Yeah.
I thought was very funny.
Yeah. They were the best in the world at not winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I was like, yeah. Listen to some of the players they had on their team. Like, what are you gonna do? When Beckham on the backside of it and stuff like that, but with Lampard and Terry and but no goaltending. I can say that they were shitting that. Yeah. Okay, couple more matches to go here. First, the Molyneux and poor Wolverhampton Wanderers. They get a 21st minute lead off a fluke. An absolute fluke.
Total fluke.
Bart Verbruggen makes a good save. Fingertip save goes off the bar, off his back, in the net.
Yeah.
Terrible. So
Wolves celebrate like they've just won the World Cup.
They got a lead. They have a lead, folks. It's pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah.
And it's at home. Wow. And it lasts all the way to the 86th minute. No, you got to say this. That was a brilliant corner by Minte to catch these guys sleeping, not paying attention at all. He gets it over to Kuiper, and then his cross in goes to Jan-Vel van Hecke. He scores again. Big header.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Brighton has to scramble back to earn a point at Wolves. And they get 1 point. They didn't lose 3. It took them a long time to get back into this match, which is crazy considering Wolves' play of late.
The Wolves are up to 2 points on the season now.
They have 2 more points than Liverpool does in their last 2 games.
That's true, but Liverpool has way more points on the season.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm just let's just keep it a small sample size. The last 2 games,
just a 13-point gap between the two already.
Yeah, still winless. Let's not forget that. But 2 whole points doesn't look like they're going to be knocking on the door for Derby's door for the worst team of all time. But yeah, they're still a lot of trouble.
Yes.
Last match, boring match. We had to there's only one goal to talk about. It's Erling Haaland scoring in the 9th minute. Yeah. After that, there's nothing.
Just nothing.
Rodri.
I fell asleep.
Rodri gets hurt again. I don't know how important the injury is.
I watched that and I was like, what did he hurt?
Yeah.
He wasn't grabbing for his knee. It looked like maybe his hamstring, but
maybe his hamstring. I think best case scenario is his hamstring.
Yeah, best case scenario is his hamstring.
When you go down without contact, it's not great. Mm-hmm. Usually not great. But if it's just like a real bad cramp or whatever. But, after what happened to them last year, you gotta take a breath if you're a City fan.
We've got that Man City fan that was in the chat a few weeks back, Alex back, saying Rodri GOAT. Okay. Rodri can't stay healthy now. So.
Yeah. He's a shadow. The shadow goat. Now
I put this in the Discord earlier, but when I went on the Premier League website to prepare for the game, the show today, the first thing that I saw is they were doing an they analyzed in an article whether Erling Haaland is the greatest Premier League goal scorer of all time.
What?
And they have a poll up, which of course Haaland is winning. Over guys like Alan Shearer and Thierry Henry.
I was gonna say, I think you had a guy there who was pretty good at scoring goals
Yeah, like
for a Frenchman.
I don't think Erling Haaland's the greatest goal scorer in the history of the Premier League.
No, I also think though that people have very short memories
They do
when it comes to these things. Yeah, again, Erling Haaland is great at getting into space, and people are good at getting the ball to him because he's so big. He doesn't create. He will not be able to create a goal. He will not be able to create chances by himself, except if it's a direct run in where he's beaten somebody because of a good pass. He doesn't. He can't take anybody on. He won't win the dribble. He's just not the best goal scorer. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all there is. Now, the best goal scorer last year has turned out to be shit this year, and maybe should have gone to Saudis. But good. I hope he languishes the rest of the thing. And when he retires, he's probably going to retire blue anyways because that's the shirt he looked the best in. So there you go. There you go. Okay, moving on to the sleeper picks. Next we did. You want to tell everybody who won last week?
I did.
You want to tell everybody who came in third last week? I'm just kidding. I didn't think I had a great week. I got 5 wins. Adelia gets 7 right last week somehow. Yep. Ferris maybe losing some of his. I wasn't even
on the show, and I got 7 right.
Maybe Ferris losing a little bit of that magic sparkle that he has for picking teams. He has you've closed the gap to within 2. Very early in the season. By the way, guys, yep. I'm just lying in wait. 5 points back first. This is usually how I like to roll and get everybody nice and comfortable, and then I'm just going to strike. I'm going to give them the.
That has not happened in any
year. The alligator tumble underwater. You know what I mean? And then I'm going to hide them under a log and have them for dinner later.
Again, this has not happened in any year that we have done these predictions.
Well, maybe it's time to start. Now, we're going to go on. We're going to talk about the Week 8 matches, who we think is going to win. I'm probably going to win the week, probably get them all right. Now, this set of matches actually won't happen until the following weekend because they, in their wisdom, have put in another international break, an international break that's going to be going away next year. They're just going to add it on to the September break, I think. So, is that what's happening? Or are they adding the September break onto this one? Either way. Yeah, they're making it longer.
International break next year, which is just dumb.
Yeah. I don't get it, but whatever. So we won't be on next week, but stay tuned when we talk about over at the City Ground. Ange Postecoglou has a chance to finally win a match, but he's playing Chelsea.
Yeah. If Forest wins this match after you guys beat Liverpool, I will laugh hysterically when we come back.
If Forest wins this match, I'll do the next match in an Arsenal shirt. I'll go and buy one. Okay. So that's it.
Chelsea's gonna win.
Chelsea's gonna win that match. Brighton and Newcastle. Now this is a more interesting matchup than it would have been maybe 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm going draw.
Smart. I think Newcastle is going to win that one. Brighton didn't even look sharp against Wolves, and they needed 90 minutes to break down Chelsea with 10 minutes.
Most of that squad's got 2 weeks a week on the training ground. So
that's true. Palace and Bournemouth. This is going to be it could be a slobber knocker.
It could be
at Selhurst Park.
I'm picking Bournemouth.
Ooh, I'm going to pick Palace. I'm picking Palace in this one. Pick the home team. Burnley and Leeds. Now, these are important points for both clubs.
Important points. I'm going draw.
I'm going to pick Burnley at the Turf Moor. City and Everton. 2 teams that don't like each other. Historically. Yeah, City's going to beat Everton. This shouldn't be a problem. Jack Grealish can't play.
Yep.
So, City should win in a walk. Now, Sunderland, you want to stay top 10, you have to beat Wolves. Man, you're at the stadium late. So they should be
Yeah,
able
they
to do it.
will. They will.
I'm picking them to do that as well. Over at the Cottage, the big match for you, London Derby, light, light. Fulham and Arsenal.
It's still London Derby.
Yeah, but
This
it's
will
still
actually be.
Fulham. It's still Fulham.
I know it's Fulham, but it's still London Derby. I'm going Arsenal, of course, and this will be the next Arsenal watch along on the channel.
Oh, nice. Who do I pick? I'm gonna pick Arsenal. It's terrible to have to choose. Tottenham and Villa, maybe improve play. Can get them 3 points at the Spud Stadium here.
I'm going Tottenham.
I'm gonna go draw. I think that's a match that nobody wants to win. Liverpool, United, the classic that just hasn't been up to snuff as of late, but still, and it's over at Anfield.
Liverpool should win that.
Liverpool's gonna win. United more in form. Now I'm gonna pick
true,
Liverpool.
but Liverpool should win.
I can't, in good conscience, do it.
Yeah.
And then another derby, West Ham and Brentford.
Going Brentford.
I think Brentford is going to win too. Oh shoot! Do I pick West Ham at home? Nina with the Nina. I was gonna say Nina with a week to work. I'm gonna go. Damn it! I'm always so dumb at this stuff. This is why I always lose. West Ham. I picked West Ham to win at London Stadium. They probably should at some point. Why not against Brentford? Okay, that's it for us.
They will at some point. Yeah.
Well, they don't have to.
They don't have to. I know you would like it if they didn't, but they will at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining us here today on the show. Snark, where can people find you?
Well, we just did the season, the 25-26 season preview for Playoff Beards here on Good Friends, Better Rivals. So you can watch that as the NHL season kicked off today. There's matches today, for God's sakes. Yep. Jets don't play till Thursday, so it doesn't really matter until Thursday.
Avs play tonight.
Oh, Avs are in tonight too. There you go. And it's Chicago and Florida. Florida gets Chicago on their banner racing night. Pretty lame. Now,
Florida beat Chicago.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course.
That goes 3-2.
They were just. I know Chicago had the early lead too. It's like throwing a chum into the water. For even they don't need Barkov, they don't need Kachuk to beat the Blackhawks. That's for sure. Anyways,
yeah.
Over on our entertainment channel, post credits, we got some Rewatchers Council coming up for you this week. Thursday, Buffy, 5:00 Central Time, one of the time zones, the best one by the way. Now we're going to be talking about the season 5 premiere, which is Buffy versus Dracula, which is an episode I really, really liked. We'll talk about that over. And then on Friday, we'll also have the Angel season 2 premiere, and that is Judgment. And yeah, one of the more fun characters on Angel gets his debut. And that one, I can't wait to talk about that as well. Anything else coming up for you, Adelia?
Right after this show at 7:00 Pacific, I'll be back on A Steel Conspiracy with Shug, and we'll be talking the Broncos' big win over the Eagles this weekend. The Steelers were on a bye. We'll also be talking about the Mark Sanchez situation. The man got stabbed and then got arrested. It was an interesting time for Mark Sanchez this weekend. We'll do a little MLB talk as well. Blue Jays are up right now, it looks like, so Snark's probably a happy man. Ferris is not, though. Ferris is
poor Ferris. Poor Ferris. You could talk about Demercado dropping that football at the goal line, costing his team just not only 7 points there, but also eventually the game, getting hit by his coach getting subsequently fined, and me losing my fantasy league matchup, my separate one from the one we do on the Discord here at the good old Let's Get Ready Network, by 4 points. Guess how many points I would have had if he held onto the ball for a foot?
Yeah.
Yes, I was incredibly happy with him.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys feel like supporting the channel, we appreciated all the money we get from donations goes right back into the channel. You can do that on Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/LGR_network, on Patreon, patreon.com/LGR_network. You can always buy us a coffee on buymeacoffee.com/LGR_network. We also have Cash App and Venmo. You can find all of those links on our website, letsgetreadynetwork.com. It will be updated by this weekend. The website's fallen a little behind because I've been very ill. So, we will get that all straightened out. And until 2 weeks from now, guys, we are out of here. See ya.